Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're plunging into a feeling almost everyone experiences, I think, especially in our modern, hyper-connected world, FOMO, the fear of missing out. It's that anxious feeling, right? When you see other people having fun or doing exciting things, maybe achieving success, and you just feel like you're missing something important. Maybe you've scrolled through, I don't know, Instagram or TikTok and felt a little sad or anxious because it looked like everyone else was having way more fun.
Oh, yeah. That hits home.
Or feeling pressured to go to every single event, even when you're exhausted, just so you wouldn't miss out.
That pressure is real.
So maybe you saw friends at a party on social media you weren't invited to, or a colleague celebrating a promotion you kind of wanted. That little pang of anxiety. That's basically FOMO. Now, comparing ourselves to others, that's not exactly new, is it? People have always done that.
Not at all. It's ancient. Human nature, really.
But what makes FOMO feel so much more, I guess, intense today, especially here in such a connected society like the U.S.?
Well, that's a crucial distinction, I think. Because while comparison is old news, like you said, the sheer volume and the curated nature of what we see now, that's completely different. It's unprecedented, really.
How so?
Think about it. Maybe in the past, you'd hear about a friend's amazing trip, I don't know, weeks after they got back, maybe see a few photos later. Now, you're seeing perfectly filtered, real-time highlight reels of everyone's best moments.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
Yeah, it's constant.
And this constant visual feed, it creates this an illusion of widespread, effortless perfection. And that can really make our own lives feel, less vibrant by comparison.
You really hit on something there. It's logically, our brains know we're just seeing a tiny slice, a curated slice.
Or the highlight reel.
But our eyes, they're just constantly bombarded with these images, these perfect moments. It becomes hard not to compare, doesn't it?
It does. And this isn't just an American thing, though. The cultural emphasis here on, success, achievement, always being busy, that definitely amplifies it. But for English learners tuning in, maybe from Asia, Africa, Europe this term, FOMO, it's super common in modern English now. And understanding it gives you insight into, modern Western culture, how social media shapes emotions, behavior. Plus, you get vocabulary for emotions, text, social stuff. It's relevant everywhere, really.
That's a great point. So the mission for this deep dive is really to unpack this modern phenomenon. Let's talk about its impact and maybe explore some strategies for, dealing with it. Have you ever personally had a really strong case of FOMO?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, hasn't everyone who uses social media? I remember this one time, very clearly, actually. I decided to stay home, have a quiet, relaxing evening. It sounded perfect.
Sounds lovely.
And it was, until, later that night, I started seeing friends posting these amazing pictures from a concert. It looked incredible. And suddenly my cozy night felt, a little less cozy. A bit inadequate, maybe.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was definitely feeling the FOMO kicking in. Even though I'd consciously chosen to stay home, it made me question my choice.
I know that exact feeling. It's like your rational brain knows you made the right choice for you in that moment.
Exactly.
But then your eyes see everyone else seemingly having the time to their lives, and you immediately start second guessing. It's almost funny how irrational it can be. For me, it's often travel. I see friends on these incredible adventures posting stunning photos.
Travel FOMO, that's a big one.
It really is. And I'll think, why am I not there? I should be doing that, even if I just got back from a really great vacation myself.
Yes. The brain just enjoyed a beach, but now it sees a mountain peak online and wants that instead. It's relentless.
Totally. And it highlights how FOMO isn't always logical.
That's so true. And what's interesting, too, is that it's not just about these, grand events or trips. Sometimes it's much smaller. You see someone post about, I don't know, a new restaurant they tried or some cool new hobby they picked up.
Right.
And you get that little thought, should I be doing that, too? Am I falling behind somehow?
Yes, that falling behind feeling.
It's that constant sort of low-grade comparison that just adds up over time. It chips away at you.
And it absolutely creates this intense pressure, doesn't it? To always be doing something exciting or productive. Always be on. Never just be. I think in many modern cultures, and perhaps particularly in the U.S., there's this underlying current, this idea that you should always be striving for more. Always experiencing the absolute best version of everything, the best job, the best vacation, the best weekend.
The optimization of everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when you see others appearing to do that, it can easily feel like a personal failure. if you're not keeping pace, even if keeping pace isn't actually what you want.
That mindset ties directly into what people call hustle culture.
Yeah,
right?
yes.
This pervasive pressure. You have to constantly be productive, achieving, maximizing every single moment. And it's not just about work anymore. It applies to life experiences just as much as careers now. You have to hustle at having fun, too.
That's a slightly terrifying thought. Hustling at fun.
It is a bit. But, this raises an important question, I think. Is FOMO always a bad thing?
Interesting point.
Can seeing what other people are doing sometimes maybe inspire positive action? Could it have an upside?
That's a really valuable perspective to bring in. I suppose it really depends on how you react to it, doesn't it?
How it lands for you, yeah.
Like if seeing someone achieve something or try a new activity genuinely motivates you to try something new yourself,
Yeah.
or to push yourself in a healthy way, then yeah, I can see how that could be incredibly positive. A catalyst for growth, maybe.
Right. Inspiration rather than anxiety.
But if it just makes you feel anxious
No.
or inadequate, or it leads you to make choices you don't genuinely want to make just to, keep up appearances,
Yeah, that's the downside.
then it's absolutely negative. It's detrimental. So I guess self-awareness is really the key here, knowing how it's affecting you.
Precisely. And this is where understanding the huge role social media plays becomes so important. We touched on it, but it's critical.
It really is central to modern FOMO.
As we mentioned, social media platforms they're basically designed to show us the highlights, the peak moments, the perfectly filtered success stories. It's very rarely about the everyday struggles, is it? Or the mundane tasks, the boring bits, the quiet moments of just thinking.
No, you don't see much of that.
So what happens is we end up constantly comparing our own messy, complicated, behind-the-scenes reality to everyone else's perfectly curated, polished highlight reel. And that's just not a fair comparison.
It's such a powerful image to keep in mind. The highlight reel versus the behind the scenes. It's like nobody posts a picture of themselves doing laundry on a Saturday night, right?
Yeah, exactly. Or, wrestling with a spreadsheet at 11 p.m. or feeling a bit lost.
No. Yet those are real common parts of pretty much everyone's life.
Of course.
So what we see online is often just this tiny, carefully selected, often enhanced part of someone's much broader, more complex reality. It really is like judging an entire movie based only on its trailer.
Yeah.
The most exciting bits are all stitched together.
You've really hit on a crucial point there, that understanding, truly internalizing that curated reality. That can significantly reduce the power FOMO has over us. It becomes less about envy or anxiety and more about kind of seeing the mechanism at play.
Right. Demystifying it a bit.
Exactly. And it's about shifting our focus, moving away from constantly looking at what everyone else appears to be doing, and instead working on finding genuine joy and contentment in what you are doing, in your own choices, in your own unedited, sometimes messy reality.
So if the highlight reel is the illusion, the true insight here isn't just knowing it's curated. I mean, most of us know that on some level, right?
Intellectually, yes.
But it's about actively training our minds to, reframe our own choices in light of that. Shifting from needing that external validation, see what others are doing, to finding more internal contentment. That feels like the real power shift against FOMO.
That's a great way to put it, the power shift.
But, okay, how do we actually do that? It sounds good in theory, but what are some, concrete strategies? How do we move from that anxious comparison to feeling more grounded?
Yeah, that's the practical piece. And it really comes down to intentionality, being deliberate. First, and maybe the most obvious one, is mindful social media use. Really thinking about how and when you engage.
Okay, like what specifically?
Well, it could mean setting strict time limits on those apps that tend to trigger you, or consciously deciding to unfollow accounts that consistently make you feel inadequate or anxious.
Pruning your feed.
Exactly. Or even scheduling regular digital detox times, maybe an evening a week or a whole weekend day where you just disconnect. It's about being deliberate with what information you let in.
Taking control back. Okay, that makes sense. What else?
Second, actively practice gratitude for what is actually present in your own life right now. So when you feel that pang of FOMO starting, that anxiety rising, consciously bring to mind things you are thankful for, even small things. Your health, a good conversation you had, a comfortable home, whatever it is for you.
Shifting focus to abundance rather than lack.
Precisely. It counteracts that feeling of missing out. And finally, connect with your personal values. What truly matters to you. If one of your core values is, say, quiet reflection and learning, then don't let external pressure to be constantly busy and out there make you feel less than.
Right. Own your choices.
Own your choices and align them with what truly matters to you, not what the highlight reel suggests should matter.
Those are incredibly practical, actionable steps. It sounds like the overall mission then is to really take back control. Control of our attention, control of our emotional responses, rather than just letting the endless scroll dictate how we feel.
Exactly, you've got it. And look, this deep dive, it's really just the beginning of understanding FOMO and, maybe more importantly, how to reclaim your peace of mind in this super connected world. But let me leave you with this thought to maybe mull over.
Okay.
If FOMO is the fear of missing out, what about flipping that? What about the concept of JOMO?
Yep.
Joy of missing out. How might embracing your own choices, finding actual contentment in what you are doing, or even choosing not to do, how might that truly reframe your entire experience? It's something powerful to think about, isn't it? How you might actively cultivate that quiet satisfaction, that joy in your own path. Okay, so you know that feeling, right? That little pang when you're scrolling through your feed.
Yeah.
And it just looks like everyone else is, I don't know, living their absolute best life, doing something amazing.
Right, and you're not.
And you're just not there. It's this like modern anxiety that just whispers, you're missing out.
Okay, let's unpack this whole thing.
Yeah.
Because today we're diving deep into fear of missing out, FOMO, as we all call it.
Right, FOMO.
And our mission here, it's not just defining it. We want to really explore what's going on underneath, how it affects us, and importantly, give you the actual words, the language, to talk about this complex feeling with real confidence.
What's fascinating here, I think, is just how deep FOMO runs now, especially with our lives being so, well, digital.
So online, yeah.
Understanding the bits and pieces that make it up, it's not just, naming a feeling. It's actually pretty crucial for your well-being, for consciously managing how you experience this hyper-connected world. I couldn't agree more. So, okay, let's peel back the layers then. When we say FOMO, what are we really talking about? Like beyond the letters?
Well, at its heart, FOMO. And yeah, it does stand for fear of missing out.
Right.
It's often described as an anxiety, feeling that something really exciting or interesting might be happening somewhere else right now.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And often sparked by social media.
Very often, yeah. Often aroused by posts seen on social media is the sort of technical bit. But that definition, it barely scratches the surface,
It doesn't capture the feeling.
Exactly. It's that nagging sense that there's a better party, a cooler conversation, a more, impactful experience going on, and you're not part of it.
Right. It's not just seeing a photo. It's the immediate, emotional hit. Like when you see, say, a friend's amazing vacation pictures, and suddenly you think, wow, okay, I felt some serious FOMO when I saw those.
Yeah, that hits you right in the gut, doesn't it?
It really does. And I think we've all been there, haven't we? Just maybe take a sec. Think about your own recent brushes with that feeling.
It's very relatable.
And here's where it gets really interesting. Because social media, it doesn't just show us these things, it feels almost designed to make us feel this way.
Oh, absolutely. It's kind of built in. Social media platforms really thrive on what we call curated content.
Curated, meaning
Carefully chosen and organized, often to present a particular image. It's not just random snapshots.
Okay.
Think about it. Platforms want engagement, right? Keep you scrolling.
Yeah.
And often what keeps us hooked is aspirational stuff. So yeah, you'll hear that social media often shows a curated version of life. It's selective. It's an idealized window, less about reality, more about presentation.
And that leads straight to this idea of the highlight reel.
Exactly.
Which is just a collection of the best or most exciting moments.
The greatest hits.
Yeah, the polished summary. And we kind of know this intellectually, but it's so easy to forget that mantra. Don't compare your life to someone else's highlight reel.
So easy.
Because your everyday life, with the boring bits and the challenges, it just won't stack up against someone's edited peaks. That comparison, that's where the trouble really starts, I think.
And it goes beyond just parties or vacations.
Right.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, FOMO ties into these broader societal things too, like hustle culture.
Yes, hustle culture.
Which isn't just working hard, it's this whole lifestyle where constant work, striving, and productivity are highly valued and encouraged.
Like you always have to be on.
Precisely. It creates this powerful, almost subconscious underlying feeling that you should always be busy, always producing, always, grinding.
Right.
You see examples like hustle culture can lead to burnout. We hear that a lot.
Yeah.
And there's often this underlying pressure to always be busy. Makes you feel kind of guilty for just relaxing.
Oh, I totally feel that. And sometimes when all that pressure and the highlight reels and just the constant noise gets too much, we can slip into another modern habit, doom scrolling.
Oh, doom scrolling, yes.
Which is the act of consuming a large quantity of negative online news or content. It's almost this weird comfort, isn't it? Like, if everything's bad, at least I know how bad it is.
It's a strange loop.
I have to admit, I sometimes catch myself doom scrolling late at night, and it's definitely not helping anyone feel better.
It's a classic negative feedback cycle, really. All these things, the curated stuff, the highlight reel, hustle culture, even doom scrolling, they can all amplify those feelings of anxiety and inadequacy.
Amplify them, like turn up the volume on them.
Yeah, like a magnifying glass on our insecurities.
Yeah.
Sources say it clearly. Social media can amplify feelings of anxiety. The more we take in these idealized versions of life, the more our brain does that social comparison thing.
Right.
And the more inadequate we might start to feel about our own path.
So, okay, when you're navigating this really noisy, comparison-heavy world, what's the actual, like, personal hit? How does it show up day to day for you, the listener?
Well, constantly seeing those curated highlights, that social comparison, it can really make you feel inadequate.
Inadequate, meaning?
Just not good enough, not sufficient. It's incredibly common. We hear it all the time. FOMO can make you feel inadequate.
Yeah.
And that feeling, it often leads you to second guess your own decisions.
Second guess, like doubt yourself.
Exactly. To reconsider or doubt a decision or statement you have made. You might be perfectly happy staying home, but then you see friends out. And suddenly you're thinking, I started to second guess my decision to stay home, even if staying home was genuinely what you wanted or needed.
That makes so much sense. It's like constantly checking if your path is okay based on everyone else's shiny map.
Well put.
But thankfully, there's this powerful antidote, right? A sort of counter movement to FOMO.
Yes.
And it's beautifully simple, JOMO, the joy of missing out.
JOMO. I love this concept.
It's defined as the pleasure of enjoying one's current activities without worrying about better things that one might be missing elsewhere.
It's actually quite liberating, isn't it?
Truly liberating. It's about presence, contentment.
Like actively saying, you know what? I'm trying to embrace JOMO and just enjoy my quiet evening, finding fulfillment right here.
It's a huge shift, and it brings up an important point for us. How do we actually talk about these feelings, these experiences? Clearly, effectively.
Right, having the word.
It's not just knowing the concepts, but being able to express your internal state. So grammatically, when we talk about feelings, we often use adjectives with the verb be.
Okay, like
Instead of just a vague unease, you might say, I was anxious about missing out, or I feel sad when I see that, or maybe ask someone, are you feeling overwhelmed by all this online stuff?
okay, using be plus the feeling word makes sense. And sometimes it's not just what we feel, but what's causing it or how it affects us.
Precisely. So we also use direct verbs.
Verbs like you could say, it creates this pressure, or this news worries me. Or on the flip side, their success inspires me, or the whole situation just frustrates him. See how it pinpoints the source and the effect.
Yeah, it makes it more concrete, which is key for actually dealing with it, I guess.
Exactly. Helps you process it.
And when you're actually talking about being online, there are those little language things, those nuances that are good to get right just for clarity.
Absolutely. Little details matter. One common one we hear is the preposition for social media platforms. Just remember, it's always on.
On.
Yep. I saw it on Instagram. I read it on TikTok. You're on the platform, not in it.
Okay, good tip. On Instagram. Got it. What else?
Another one that often trips people up. Boring versus bored.
Ah, yes, the difference.
Okay, so boring describes the thing that causes boredom. Like this movie is boring. The movie itself has the quality of being boring.
Right.
Whereas bored describes your feeling, I am bored. You are experiencing the state of boredom.
So you wouldn't say, I am boring when I stay home.
Exactly. That implies you are a dull person. The correct way is, I am bored when I stay home. The activity might be boring, causing you to feel bored.
Subtle, but important for not accidentally insulting yourself.
Oh, yes, definitely important for clear communication.
Okay, so that kind of wraps up our deep dive into FOMO then. We've looked at its digital roots, the personal impact, and that really positive counter idea, JOMO. We really hope that digging into the mechanics and the specific language helps you get more clarity on this really pervasive social thing, and maybe helps you express your own experiences a bit more confidently.
And if we connect this back to the bigger picture, it really boils down to prioritizing your own well-being, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Over those external pressures, over those curated stories you see online. It's about building self-awareness and choosing how you engage with digital life mindfully instead of just letting it sweep you along.
That's a powerful invitation. So maybe as you reflect on all this, just remember, it is genuinely okay to miss out sometimes.
Really is.
The real joy, maybe, isn't in chasing every single thing out there, but in actually focusing on what brings you joy, what brings you contentment in your own real, authentic life.
Well said.
Maybe think about how actively choosing JOMO, embracing that joy of missing out, how that might shift your daily choices, and maybe ultimately your overall sense of peace and fulfillment.